The Jungle Book Rudyard Revived is truly, truly a collective piece of wisdom for our times. We had picked the Jungle Book to do a year-long conservatory program in which we wrote the script and then workshopped the script and added the development elements. And the EnActe Conservatory is special because it brings together EnActe talent that really wants to push the boundaries of where they're going with their talent.
We had writers from so many different backgrounds and so many different age groups. Our youngest writer was 6 years old. And we had so many ideas and sparks of creativity and, dare I say, even genius from this very wide group. This is, I think, in the best possible way, something that was written by people with very childlike enthusiasm and childlike hearts. And my job was to preserve that innocence and that sweetness that I found so compelling about the individual scenes when it came to me.
The creatives list for the Jungle Book, it reads like a who's who. We had George Brooks, a prolific jazz performer, but he is also a deeply trained Indian classical musician. He has been instrumental in bringing, grassroots American jazz and marrying it with Indian classical music.
I would say I looked to raga, to the modal approach of Indian melody as sort of this guiding point. And I would sit at the piano and play a drone because Indian music, classical Indian music, occurs over a drone. So I would play a drone to set up this sort of sonic environment for me with a particular piece. The monkeys I came to with a rhythmic approach. They're jumping around in the trees and they're throwing things down from the trees. And I've been to India a lot. I have walked through the jungles with monkeys up in the trees chattering at me.
When you think about an Indian jungle and its juxtaposition with a village, you have to ask yourself, what is the kind of movement that I want to show on stage? For me, there was only one answer: Nabarasa.
When Vinita asked us to work on Jungle Book, it was very exciting because we do martial arts and Anil is a master in Kalaripayattu martial arts, which is considered the oldest martial arts in the world. The Kalari whole movement is inspired by animal movements.
We had an incredible dramaturg, Rashina, who brought all this information. There was also a lot of conversation about how is all of this relevant today.
Rudyard Kipling has not fared well in the public eye since the height of his popularity. The most problematic thing about the Jungle Book is that the original basically espouses that people belong with their own kind. And that was the ultimate message that we wanted to eliminate in Rudyard's revision. So we kept all of the characters, the interactions. If anything, we made that rich South Asian texture even more authentic.
Previous iterations of the Jungle Book, the tiger has been labeled as the bad guy. And you know, and I know, that tigers are now on the verge of extinction.
This Sherbog is in a lot of pain. He's the only one left. When he is pursuing Mowgli, it isn't simply for power. Underneath it all, there's hurt.
Who can come to see the Jungle Book Rudyard Revised? You can come to see it, and you can come to see it, and you can come to see it, and you will love the pomp and pageantry and all the interaction between Mowgli and Grey Brother. If you're 16 years old, you'll love it, but you'll be a little bit uncomfortable because you might see yourself in some of the adolescent characters who are questioning authority all the time.
The Jungle Book has always been a marvelously uniting force. And I think at the heart of what I intended to do in making this material thematic and cohesive is make sure that it wasn't something that was by South Asians for South Asians. This is really a diverse undertaking intended to succeed with a diverse audience.
You will see a reflection of yourself as you're looking for belonging, where you're looking for your identity.
I'm a parent, I have 3 children, so understanding the mother's relationships to Mowgli was also something that I could relate to very, very easily.
It's a new interpretation of an old tale. The whole family can sit and watch it together.
Whatever languages you speak at home and at work, you are going to want to come see this play. There is going to be something special in there for you.
Audiences will say, oh wow, I've never seen the Jungle Book quite like this before.